Hello everyone, my name is Ken Harley. I have been a teacher in America, South Korea, mainland China, Hong Kong. I've done educational experiences and seminars in Indonesia, Philippines for the last 20 years. In the last 15 years I've been teaching secondary public school here in Hong Kong, and I've been working with mostly kids from 10 to 14 years old. And today we're going to give you another tip on dyslexia. Okay, this tip is on helping the student through watching them mature. Okay, now here's what I want to express. When I have a student come in at 10 years old, the student's maturity level and maybe his relationship with parents are more like a child-adult relationship. But by the time that student gets to 13, 14, 15 years old, he begins to move into the teenage years where he starts to get information from his peers and make decisions that are more closely aligned with his peers, not just with his mother and father. So I will have a child come in at 10 years old and the parent will be crying with me on the phone. And I tell the parent, most of the children that I've seen, we work with them in their special needs, help them. The teachers are aware, they give them techniques, tips on how to grow, they spend the extra time. But I said by the time they're 13 years old, 14 years old, they're starting to mature. They start to take their own responsibility because they want to look good with their peers. They work on their studies together and they get better, okay? To where most of the students that I've seen, when we work with them, help them, and they grow in maturity, they actually get better and learn how to work through some of their disabilities. Every student can't be great, but we find that the worries that a parent has, that their child will fail, will be kicked out of school, will be institutionalized, that in working with thousands of students through the years and their parents, I haven't seen that. I've only seen a couple of special need kids, make choices that they didn't want to do it. And that was when they were in the 17, 18 years old, and they just go out. But I've seen 900 kids where they go and develop and they get better and better. They grow up and they go to universities. One man I knew was so good musically, he graduated from university and then started doing concertos with his own written concertos. You know, when you watch your kids grow up, they usually will become more responsible and get better. That's why you set them in pretty much a stable environment with stable routines that they will learn, and as they grow, they naturally follow those stable routines because it will help them to get better. If you have an unstable environment where the student can stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, then you try to take them to school, and they're all over the place, it's much harder. So you have to have a stable environment and watch them mature, and they'll get better and better. Thank you. That's the end of this tip on dyslexia.